little humidity with some dew.
We're live from Pleasant Grove Hawk Stadium. We have a final tonight. Carthage came out on top. Environment was great. It was a great football game all around. It didn't turn out the way we would have liked, but man, what a great atmosphere we had tonight.
And hats off to Carthage. Carthage has a great football team. No shame in losing to Carthage, period.
Yeah, the kids here at Pleasant Grove, they have nothing to hang their head about. I mean, it was a good game, close game. The score doesn't reflect exactly how close it was.
Well, two and a half quarters they were in it, and it was right into the fourth quarter.
I'm proud of the Pleasant Grove community for coming out and supporting the boys tonight, and the boys played hard. They played hard. Carthage is good.
Carthage is a great football program.
No doubt.
What do y'all think about the atmosphere tonight?
Great.
Have a good time?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got a football game in the morning, don't you?
Yes, sir.
What position do you play?
I play cornerback, quarterback, running back, and wide receiver.
Do you ever come off the field?
22 positions.
No.
Oh, okay.
Most people start with I play quarterback. He said I play cornerback, then I play quarterback. He said I'm a lockdown corner, and then I'll go beat you with the deep ball.
Well, it depends if we have the ball first.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. Good point. So was it an exciting week for y'all?
Yes, sir.
He plays on the field behind us.
Did y'all? Oh, y'all play here tomorrow?
Yeah.
You play on the big field. Awesome.
Yeah, Jack does.
You gonna cheer him on?
The soccer game is somewhere else.
Man, I'm really impressed with the turnout we had for this game. I mean, it's just unbelievable how many people showed out for this.
Oh, it was incredible. It's the most I've ever seen, and I mean, of course, we knew that going in, but my eyes were definitely happy, seeing as many people as we saw.
Yeah. Third quarter, I looked over at Aaron. I was like, man, I think we're going to see overtime now. It's just too tight. And we talked at halftime, and I said it may come down to who's the luckiest. The scoreboard does not reflect how close this football game was.
Not at all. I thought Pleasant Grove actually looked like the better team for 2.5 quarters. I think Carthage stopped them on a fourth down or two, and then Carthage sped up the tempo. I mean, started getting to the line of scrimmage quick. I think the defense wore out just a tad.
Yeah.
The score is nowhere indicative of. I mean, it was a close game.
Well, the quick passes to the outside definitely, caused our defense to have to get set up a little bit quicker than what we're normally used to, and sort of caught us off guard on a couple of plays.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they got some of those throwback passes that, definitely, you get out of position, get you in trouble.
Yeah, I know Coach Gibson, he'll go back and look at the film and get better. And there's some areas we need to get healthy in, and that's not an excuse for anything. But we had some guys that didn't play tonight that are very important to this team. And we'll get better and learn from it and from things that happen out here. But I'll tell you that Pleasant Grove Hawks are not a bad football team either.
Oh, no. They're definitely number one in Division II. We all know Coach Gibson, he hates to lose. I mean, nobody's going to take this harder than him. But at the end of the day, this is not a district game. They're not going to see Carthage again. I mean, it matters, but
It's more of a bragging rights game.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, they put on a great show tonight. I had an excellent time. Man, all the work you and your staff did this week preparing for it. I mean, I'm really, really impressed.
Thank you.
Pleasant Grove community showed out this week.
Really enjoyed the food in the press box.
Yeah,
that's all he talks about.
I didn't know they had. I'm gonna have to start sneaking up there. I didn't know about this press box food until tonight.
The Carpenters do a great job of making that
You
place
stick
happen
close
up
to
there.
me, you'll find the
Craig
food.
has forced me up there twice.
I just happened to be up there during halftime anyway. So,
Well, Mr. Pirtle, from everybody here. We appreciate the hospitality, everything that you've done this week. And, man, you know, I know tonight didn't turn out the way Pleasant Grove wanted, but this is a win, what we saw tonight.
Well,
great night.
From the turnout. It is a great night for Pleasant Grove, and I'm proud of our guys. We got a lot of good kids out there playing their hearts out for our community and our school, and I'm really proud of those guys.
Those kids are great role models, especially these younger ones.
And our coaches for what they put in, and it's just a great thing to be a part of here in Pleasant Grove.
Well, guys, good luck to y'all tomorrow. Did Jack leave?
Jack's
he bounced, didn't even say anything?
Yeah.
All right, will you cheer him on for me tomorrow, all right? I gave him some stickers. Be sure he passes them out. All right, Mr. Purtle, let's go to the camera on the field real quick. Appreciate it, brother. You bet. All right, man. Holler at me tomorrow.
Good to see you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good weekend. All right.
Let's
Ain't no doubt.
So what do y'all think about this game tonight? The scoreboard just doesn't show how close this football game was.
No, it doesn't. A lot of things swung Carthage's way in the second half, I think. Especially, there was some breakdown, I think, in Pleasant Grove's game. There was some penalties that hurt them late. There was a big-time turnover that hurt them in the fourth quarter. They had a turnover on downs, 4th and 1 situation that just didn't go their way. I think it was a much closer game than the score indicated.
They were very close. Very close.
Very evenly matched teams.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely. I mean, I hate that they're in different divisions so that we can't see this matchup again later this year. It would have been a fantastic game.
Yes.
I think these teams could play like 10 times, and it may just be right down the middle.
Well, yeah, coin flip. They are such great teams.
I'm really impressed with both teams tonight. It was such a good football game.
It was. It was amazing to watch.
Let's real quick. Let's bring you some scores from around the town and state real quick. Most scores are final right now. Looks like McKinney North ended up beating Texas High. Hooks beat Redwater 51-0. I think all y'all took Redwater and I took Hooks. Told y'all. Linden Kildare goes down to Garrison. Sabine over Tatum.
I know.
5-0.
5-0.
That is huge for the Cardinals.
I can't believe this. I don't know what's going on down there. I need to go check this out.
That's amazing.
Maud gets their first win of the season, 30-0. Atlanta, 54-6 over New Boston. I told y'all New Boston wasn't going to score 24 or whatever you said.
I don't know if
We're even going to
that.
get close. You said something crazy.
I was surprised by that margin. I did not think New Boston has a decent team.
It's okay to give those guys a little bit of hope.
Yeah. Gilmer, big win, 43-7 over Bullard. Pleasant Grove wins big, 41-27. And this Russ game just went final. Pittsburgh beats Russ 20-8.
Sounds like Pittsburgh's getting a little better as the season goes on.
Yeah, it does.
They're picking up.
I couldn't believe they beat Kilgore. And it's like they're not giving up very many points. And so the last 3 games combined, they've given up 16 points.
To me, them and Spring Hill look like they're progressing as the season goes on.
I did not make this call. I think this is the final right now. Where did it go? Jefferson got beat by Hugh Springs by 1, 29-28.
29-28.
That's the upset of the week right there.
Oh, man, I got a
huge.
buddy. I got to call and just rag on him for that one.
Yes.
He's been all about his Bulldog. I hadn't heard from him in years. All of a sudden, they're good. That's all he wants to talk about.
That'll just tell you right there how good Mount Vernon is going to be this year. They beat Hugh Springs last week, and then coming into this game, I was thinking Jefferson was going to handle business. It would probably be a tough game, but Cue Springs shocked me in the fact that they come out, they beat Jefferson, a ranked team who went 11-1 last year with the dominant offensive players that they have. It really speaks to the volume of, well, I wonder how good Mount Vernon is.
It's going to be hard to beat Art Briles in high school football. I mean, he got the top 10 in college.
Let's do this. Let's go to the field real quick, and we will be right back with us.
They don't want to. Logan, hey, hold on. We get this. Hey, we gonna bounce back. Hold on. What you doing? Hey, we gonna bounce back. I promise y'all. Bro, just be patient. Logan. Again, buddy.
I just want to play one more game. Dad already got it. Just one more.
I see how they pulled off like that, though. Like they pulled off.
We're back. We got Logan Johnson with us tonight. Man, tell us what it was like out there.
Man, it was probably the best experience I've ever had in my life, man. Just seeing the whole community behind us, just supporting, just loving on us. It was amazing. And I thank y'all for what y'all did today. It was awesome. Like the morning, the pep rally afternoon, this is just, I appreciate y'all.
Man, we enjoyed watching you play tonight. I love when you can get out in open space. It's just like you have a different gear when you're out in open space.
Yes,
it's fun to watch.
I appreciate that. I really do.
I also like the end of the plays where you're like taking the guys out. So you got some speed and you're not afraid to lower that shoulder and pop them too. So
yeah, they like to. I mean, wing back, we like to block a lot. You know what I'm saying? Open it up for other running backs, and I just do my job, and it usually opens up holes for like Bruce and KJ and everyone else who runs the ball.
Well, you guys definitely don't have a reason to hold your head down. I mean, y'all played a really good team. Y'all are a really good team. You still are a really good team. You know, so hold your head up. Get ready for next week.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
You got your most important games left, so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, about to start district. I agree. Most important games are on the way. What is something you take from this game that you think just the learning experience is going to help you going forward?
Just it's not always going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying?
That's very good. Yeah.
We're going to have to work for everything we got. You know what I'm saying? It's just, especially in this district and the playoffs, it's not going to be easy. We gotta learn to take like some fallbacks. We'll bounce back from it. I promise you that.
Yeah. Logan, man, we appreciate having you on. Enjoy watching you play. Best of luck next week to you, brother.
I appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Logan.
Right. Good job, Logan.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man.
Good kid right there.
Some of them are just tough to swallow, you know, and I feel like this is probably one of those. You know what I mean? But man, still, very, very tight game.
Yeah, that score don't tell it. And by the way, just Logan is a good kid, man.
He's got a lot of great. I mean, he got so many kids with great character here. I mean, they're literally, you know, men.
Come on,
you know.
Come on. You all right?
Been a tough game. No wasn't the outcome you wanted, but we were all over talking about how, man, the scoreboard doesn't give this game justice, how tight it was. You know, what was it like out there tonight? Man, it looked like both teams were having to earn every yard.
Yes, sir. I mean, they did a great job defensively, just like they did last year, holding us to 14 points. It says a lot about their DC and how he goes about things. And, you know, Coach Shrad did his thing, and, you know, they outplayed us. You know, we played as hard as we could. We flew to the football. We, you know, did most things right, but, you know, that one hurt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know it does.
Well, and this is one of those games where, you know, you go cliche where you can still, you know, keep your head up after this game. They were a great team, and, you know, the Hawks still have a great season ahead of us. District starts next week, so, you know, let's get after it.
Yes, sir, we will.
I don't really have a question. I was just going to tell you what I told your teammate. Y'all played a great team. No reason to hold your head down. You still got a lot of football left to play, so just bounce back next week. Yeah. Put it all together, get back on that track.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know, I mean, you've done so much winning, you're just not used to losing. That is a great thing.
Sure.
You know, and I mean, at the end of the day, this isn't district, this isn't playoffs, but I know y'all come to win every single week, so I understand this hurts. But man, we're proud of y'all, you and your team. Great leadership today.
One thing I tell my kids, Ben, is sometimes you'll play a great game and still lose. I mean, so you know, two good teams going at it. Oh man, all we can tell you is good job, man. So
thank you, yes, sir. That's gonna be the last loss.
Well, brother. Well, man, go be with your teammates. Appreciate you coming on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, Ben.
You'll be all right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Mr. Jackson, you want to get on?
come on, Larry. You can bring Courtney with you.
Tough loss,
man.
All right, take care.
Man, this game tonight, I think it's starting to sink in a little bit. You know, I hate it turned out like this, man. But just the crowd here tonight, the way a community came together, I don't know if I'll ever forget it.
Well, I mean, it was fun seeing them, you know, interact at halftime. I mean, everybody was talking about how this was such a great game, and you know, it was good to see them through, you know, the game. And you know, I was just glad to see the players, you know, continue to play hard. You know, we didn't give up, and you know, that right there sometimes concerns me if I see that, you know, with a team, but didn't see any of that tonight.
Yeah.
Sometimes these games can motivate you in the future too. I mean,
yeah. What was it like out there? I mean, it looked like I saw you with your head down all night.
Nah. Yeah, it was.
I mean, just running people over is what I meant.
Yeah. It was a real fun game.
Well, you know, I know y'all come out here to win every single week. You know, how is this going to be motivation for y'all?
It's just gonna spring us up, build us. We're just gonna build from it like we did last year.
Yeah.
One thing that I did notice about you guys is from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, you guys never stopped competing, no matter what the scoreboard said.
Yes,
and that's just a testament of having a great coach.
Mm-hmm.
You guys being a great team.
Mm-hmm.
It was good to see you guys out there fighting until the end.
Yes, sir. This full tilt on the back of our jersey, that's what that means. We're going to go full tilt to the end.
Yeah. Well, you guys played really good.
Yeah, y'all did that, man. Exciting week. I mean, I'm assuming you haven't. Well, no, you played a state championship game. I was going to say, is this the biggest crowd you've ever played in front of? It's a dumb question. You know, you played in your state championship games. But, I mean, what was it like running out on the field, walking down through the stadium, and these people everywhere?
Just the atmosphere was crazy. Just all these people. I mean, this was once in a lifetime.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it will be. I think y'all have some big ones. I think this Gilmer one's going to be as big.
Yeah.
Getting in late in the playoffs, too, man. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be really exciting.
I'm looking forward to it.
One thing I can say about the first part of this schedule, it's not going to get any harder. I mean, it's
right. Much respect to Coach Gibson for the schedule he put on for these fans. I mean, he believes in his team, and this is the kind of schedule you put together when you expect to win every single game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, man, big game. I didn't see your blog get knocked off tonight. I like to give him a hard time. He lights people up so much. It was an illegal hit, but somebody got him last week, but I still give him a hard time, man. We're proud of you, though.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Hey, appreciate you coming over, man. Shows a lot about y'all and the loss coming over and holler at us.
Play hard, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's bring Nick Martin up. And we got my favorite player, Nick Martin. Man, how was that ankle tonight?
It's getting there. I sprained it last week, so I'm just
I saw you limping
better.
all night.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I know you were in pain.
Yeah.
Playing through it for you and your team says a lot about you.
Yes, sir. Just always trying to do what I can, just trying to help the team out.
Yeah.
So,
Man, so, a night like tonight, not the outcome you wanted, but, you have a lot of experience. What does a game like this do for your team going forward?
I think it just teaches a lesson because, lose to a team that as great as them is as great of a legacy as them. So I think we can always just learn from something like this and try to do better in the future.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Absolutely.
So,
well, what do you think was, we played them extremely tough through about the third quarter. I mean, what do you think, was the tipping point from you? I mean, did they just, their line looked like they got stronger throughout the game.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, what from your standpoint, you're in the middle of it all.
I think it was just too many big plays in the passing game and the screens and a couple runs. I think we could have just did better up front and like all around really. So I think we just gotta get in the film room and just correct it and try to get better.
From watching from the sideline, it just seemed like the second half they were just really trying to keep you guys off balance. Like you said, they were throwing the screens, they would run it, they would throw it deep. It was just trying to mix it up
they were
to keep you guys
tempoing.
off balance.
Yes, sir.
But you guys played a great game, and like we said
Thank
earlier,
you.
it's no reason to hold your head down. They're a great team. You got a lot of football left.
Yes, sir.
So.
Oh yeah, man. Don't hold your head down on this at all. But man, this atmosphere tonight. I mean, what was it like coming down the stands?
It was crazy. I've never seen anything like this at a game here. It was
I don't think
amazing.
we've ever seen you come down those stairs like that either.
And I was like, my boy Nick's leading.
Ready.
I want to let you know. I told 247 and inside Texas. I was like, y'all are sleeping on my boy Nick. I'm telling y'all. He was like, no, I got my eye on him. I said, you need to give him like 2 more stars. I don't know what's going on here. I need you to get your pen and paper out tonight and give this man the stars he deserves.
Thank you.
But he said, no, I got my eye on Nick tonight. I'm like, all right. But anyways, man, I appreciate you coming over. This is so much. Honestly, we got done here. I was like, I don't think we're going to have any interviews tonight, but it shows a lot of character by you and your teammates coming over after a loss. That's hard to do.
So we just appreciate y'all even doing this for us. So the least we can do is just talk to y'all. So
thank you, man.
We appreciate it.
Get that ankle healed up, and good luck to you next week, man.
Sir, thank you.
Appreciate you coming on.
Have a strong week.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. All right, brother. Be good. Holler at me this week.
Hey, appreciate it. What's up, Landon?
What's up, guys?
So, man, we were back with Landon Jackson. Man, first play of the night. I told my team, I was like, get your cameras ready. Let's don't miss anything. Nobody has their cameras up. Very first play. I was like, y'all got to be kidding me. Landon comes off the corner, and I mean, just sack right off the bat. That was a great football game played tonight.
It was. I got to give all credit. That's the best football team I've probably my past 3 years of playing varsity football. That's in the games I played in because I was hurt half the last season, but they're a really good football team.
Yeah, it was such a close game. I was sitting over here in the third quarter calling. I bet you were going to see overtime. It's just it was too even.
It was a lot closer than the score looks.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure.
That's what we've said over and over. But man, all that being said, you had a really big game tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank
I mean, you looked like an All-American tonight. I mean, you were what you're touted to be.
Yes, sir.
Earning your 5 stars.
2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think
you had a big hit right there in the middle.
Well, and I think you either tied or broke the season record for sacks already with tonight's performance, and so that definitely says a lot. Coming up short, got to hurt a little bit, but districts down the road, and that's what we're really looking forward to. So, start of the second season, we just got to win it.
We do.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Having a schedule like this, anything can happen. But I love that y'all play a schedule like this.
I love it.
It's got to be exciting for you too.
It does. I mean, I'd rather lose a game like that than play teams and beat them by 6. Like, they're getting us ready. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Man, tell us about this atmosphere tonight. Packed out crowd, over capacity. I see y'all come down the stands, and I'm sitting over here getting goosebumps watching y'all. I'm like, man, this is amazing.
I love it. I mean, I was pumped up just coming out for warm-ups. It's a great feeling. I love the community. I loved everything about it tonight.
Yeah.
Nothing I want to change besides the loss.
Yeah, I hear that. But man, I know how hard y'all work. What do you think you can take to this game? Man, with your experience and talent that you can use going forward.
Like with myself or with the team?
Well, but both.
really with the team. I just feel like, I mean, there's not a whole lot we can fix tonight, but there's always those little things that you can fix that make a difference in a big game like this. And little is like the score show, like that game there was a lot of things we could have changed and ended up winning that game by a touchdown, but there's nothing we can do about it now.
Oh, yeah.
His teammate and brother Ben was on here a few minutes ago. He seemed like he was taking it pretty hard. Ben.
Oh, yeah.
When you go in there, just let him know you got his back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, man, enjoyed watching you play tonight.
Thank you,
best of luck next week, and, man, ball out.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming over and talking to us after a lot. Shows a lot of character.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, brother.
Have a good night, man.
Hey, can you tell Sergio come over if you will?
Yes, sir, I will.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Have a great week.
Man, I tell you, I'm really impressed with these kids.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it'd have been very easy not to do an interview.
At 17 years old, I would not have came over.
Oh,
and
no,
given you
absolutely not.
Not after a loss.
No.
No.
That would have been tough to have done.
Man, let me tell you, real quick before Sergio comes on here in a second, this comeback Texas High put on tonight was legit. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I didn't.
They were down, I think, like 28 to 35 points and brought it back and almost tied it in one quarter.
Really?
I mean, they had put on a heck of a comeback. I almost can't wait to get on the phone when we leave here and figure out what happened. I mean, it had to have been.
Yeah, it was a blowout when I checked the score.
Yeah, when I saw it too, I was like, man, it's like it's going to get rough over there because, McKinney puts up a lot of points.
Yeah.
But, it might have been one of them things, looking at it, just Texas High didn't have things going their way. When they did, it was a different ball game. They might have just been too far behind.
Yeah.
But, that happens in football. You're going to play big football games, stuff like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
The littlest details that can happen on. So, man, what do you see for this team going forward, Tony?
Yeah, I mean, their schedule's going to stay rough. But, it ain't going to be no harder than it is right now. And, when they go into the playoffs, they're going to be battle-tested. And I think their schedule is harder than the regular season than a lot of the teams they're going to play in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Man, I'm really impressed with what I saw tonight. All right, so I haven't seen Carthage play. But looking tonight, great. I mean, they passed the eye test.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. PG passes the eye test. That was such a tight football game. It was fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, just you have the score 7-7. We got the score 14-14. And I mean, going into halftime, Pleasant Grove gets the ball. Opening. I mean, you're thinking that we're going to get some momentum and really get things rolling. They traded a couple of series, yes. And then all of a sudden, you sort of start seeing some breakout plays. Coach, they definitely went in deep into their playbook tonight. I think. I mean, I saw what I would consider a lot of, I'm not going to say true trick plays, but I mean they're throwing some throwback passes, and it's easy to sort of get lulled to sleep on the other side. And we gave up some big plays on those.
Yeah, you can't let their athletes get out in the open field. They've got too much size and speed.
I mean, hats off to Carthage. They pulled off a big win tonight. Let's not forget there was some trickery quite a bit tonight with double reverse passes and all sorts of stuff. They didn't want to run at the teeth. Which, Coach Surratt, I mean, he's going to pull out all the stops.
That and that big offensive line kind of started to wear on them because fighting those guys all night, You
fighting them all night and they sped it up.
Yeah.
They sped it up, and then I think they did, just watching the end, it looked like they got a little bit tired.
Got Coach running in right now.
Man, Coach, how about? Oh, it's all right, man. I know you got a lot of people to talk to. I mean, how about that atmosphere tonight? I'm really, really impressed with Hawk Nation.
Yeah, that part was probably the best part about tonight. Just both communities. I mean, and this thing packed out the way it was and filling up that grass section, that was special.
Man, so tough loss. You play great football teams. Eventually things like this happen, but man, I'm really, really impressed with your football team. I mean, we were over here talking about, I think this is going overtime. I mean, it was such an even ball game.
Yeah, the biggest thing in that second half is just we couldn't make the play at the right time. We're up 14-7. It's 4th and 5, and they make a great play, and they make a great play. Then we get a couple of 4th and 1s on offense when we're driving the ball really good, and we can keep our defense off the field, and we can continue to eat clock, and we don't make that play. And so I think we played, decent at times on offense, and we played and we played good on offense at times, and then played really well right off the bat, holding them to 7 points. in the first half, but I don't think we made the play when we needed to. And but I told the kids afterwards, I'm like, guys, I don't know if you've ever been taught a lesson on conditional love, but it doesn't change when we mess up. I mean, it's disappointing as dads when our sons mess up and all that stuff, but we lost a football game and against a really, really good football team. So we got to tip our hat to those guys because they bloodied our nose in the alley. And then we gotta love on each other and hug each other up. And then we got to come back tomorrow and watch video and get better because that's the only alternative. But at the end of the day, everybody in that crew, man, I mean, it doesn't change the way we feel about each other. It doesn't change the way this community and these blessings that we had tonight. I mean, it all happened, and wish it would have turned out a little bit different. But dadgum, it was a special night. It was just a special night, and we came up short.
Man, I don't think I'm ever going to forget tonight. Watching y'all walk down here, I've talked to the players. What was that like? Packed out stadium, walking down, all these little kids lined up, high-fiving everybody.
Yeah, that's the best part. And I don't know, when you're young, I just don't know if you can appreciate that because your mind's it's not as mature yet. Can you take all that in and go, man, this thing right here is more than just football. I mean, so many faces, so many people coming together. And then you have to kind of slow down, and you do have to take it in. You got to look around and go, this is awesome, man. This is cool. And these little pups that are wanting to shake everybody's hand and looking up to them. I mean, that stuff's all special too. But I look up and I see old guys up there waving a towel and yelling and going nuts, and I'm like, man, that's I won't forget that stuff, and I hope they don't either. I don't think they will.
We were talking earlier. We were kind of got done. We were about to start the show. And I was like, I don't know. I don't think we're going to have any interviews. Man, the character of your football team that came over here to talk to us after that, a lot of respect. I have so much more respect for them. They was real high. I just was not expecting that. That speaks volumes to the way you're leading this group of kids and teaching them.
Yeah, man. I think that's when our characters revealed in these tough times. And I mean, that you just. We got bruised up and knocked up and beat up a little bit, but you can stew on that and your team falls apart, or you pull together and you get stronger. We got stronger after this loss last year, and it kind of springboarded us. I mean, we were just like, holy smokes, it really did. And I think this one will too. I think the kids will, be hungry, and we don't have any other alternative. We play a district game in 7 days, and so we're not even, usually give them a day to get over, and it's like, man, tomorrow we're going to go in that classroom and we're going to look at video and we're going to get better, but we're going to have a good time in there together too, because on Monday, I got the best job in the state. I get to come back and work with a bunch of awesome kids that are bought in and coaches that are bought in, and they get to be around great kids. They get to be around their buddies that they've been loving on their whole life. So, I mean, we're in a good spot here. We got a one after the dash, which isn't fun.
Yeah, well, I know how much you love winning, but like Leslie said, when you're going to play great teams, sometimes this happens.
Yeah.
But man, so thankful you put this on the schedule. It was so nice to see this.
Well,
great experience.
Say it all the time. I'm thankful you guys do this. Fox Sports Southwest. I mean, they're here, right? And they're doing the highlights for the games and interviews. And she looks over, Sarah does, and she's like, what is going on over there? And I'm like, man, it's big time. It's big time. And so that, just the environment and the culture and the things like this for the kids, and then putting up, portable fences and letting people sit out there and all these college coaches come in and stuff, it is big time. And when you can make Fox Sports Southwest say, wow, that's pretty cool. And you guys have done that too, so thank you.
Appreciate it, Coach. We'll let you back to it, man. Really appreciate you coming over, and best of luck to you next week.
All right, guys.
All right.
Coach them up.
Coach.
Coach them up.
See y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you for watching our post-game show. We will see you next week.
What are we supposed to say? And we are
out.